Using calculators with scientific notation. This is one of the things that you might want to practice at some point. Your calculators are either going to have a button that says EXP or EE. Those will be the likely forms that you'll see that represent scientific notation. Okay, so when you're writing the scientific notation here, what you might enter would be something like 6.31 EE. And then the EE or the EXP represents the whole times 10 to the power of. So you would simply follow that with the power of 10. So here we have our 6.31 times 10 to the 8th would look like this, times 1.8 EE represents the times 10 to the power of -2. And so this calculation right here is what you would use to solve this answer. I'm going to use the TI-89. Now again, make sure that you test some of the calculators that either you're going to use or that are available for you to use. On this calculator, it's the EE button. Like I said, on some of the handhelds here that in the classroom, it's EXP. But you need to make sure you ask questions about those. So I have 6.31 times 10 to the power of 8. So that's how it's expressed on this calculator. And I'm multiplying that by 1.8 times 10 to the power of -2. And when I hit enter, I get my answer. Now, as far as this, it wants rounded to 3 decimal places and using the form A. For the MyOpenMath, this is the form that you're going to use. XX is how you represent the times as an expression, part of a mathematical expression. So here I'm going to write to 3 decimal places. So so I'm going to have 1.136 approximately, right? Because I'm going to put my decimal after the first digit, and I have 136 rounded up, and then times. So I would enter XX, and then 10 to the power of, and from my calculation, I can count this over. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units to the right. And so that would be my power. And so this is what I would be entering online to represent that. Okay. Right, and so if you did this second one, again, -8.2 times 10 to the power of 6. In this case, it's divided by 7.98. times 10 to the power of -4. Once again, when I simplify, I get my answer. If I round it to 3 decimal places, so here's my decimal point, so 1, 2, 3 places, this rounds to 1.028. So -1.028 times to get the multiplication symbol, 10 to the power of, and my power here, as I moved it, was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 units to the right, and that would be my simplified form.